Go FM mode.
चरण पद्मा केवल भक्ति सद्मा श्री गुरु चरण पद्मा केवल भक्ति सद्मा बंद मोहि सावधाना मते वंद मोहि सावधान मते। जहार प्रसादे ए भवतरिया जा। जहार प्रसादे ए भव तरिया जा। कृष्ण प्राप्ति है जहाँ होइते। कृष्ण प्राप्ति है जहाँ होइते। गुरुमुख पद्म वाक्य चिते ते करिया क्या। गुरुमुख पद्म वाक्य चिते ते करिया क्या। आरना करिह मने आशा। हरण करिह मने आशा। श्री गुरु चरणे राति एहि से उत्तम गति। श्री गुरु चरणे राति एहि से उत्तम गति। जय प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा। जय प्रसादे पूरे सर्व आशा। चक्षुदान दिला जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से। चक्षुदान दिला जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से। दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जते प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविद्या विनाश जते वेद गाय जहर चरिता वेद गाय जहर चरिता श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनर बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनर बंधु लोकना लोकेर जीवना श्रील प्रभुपाद लोकेर जीवना श्रील प्रभु हाँ हाँ प्रभु कर दया देह मोरे पद छाया हाँ हाँ प्रभु कर दया देह मोरे पद छाया ए बेदास घुसु त्रिभुवना ए बेदास घुसु त्रिभुवना श्रील प्रभुपाद पतित पावना श्रील प्रभुपाद पतित पावना श्रील प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपद 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 श्रील प्रभुपद प्रभुपाद 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 नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Transcendental Guru Puja ki Sri Advaita Gadadhar Trivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Jaswamati Nandana Brajabaranagara Gokularanjana Kanha. Jaswamati Nandana Brajabaranagara Gokularanjana Kanha. Jaswamati Nandana Gopi Paranadhana Madana Manohara Kaliya Damana Bidhana. Gopi Paranadhana Jaswamati Nandana Brajabaranagara Gokularanjana कान्हा जसोमति नंदना ब्रजवर नागर गोपी पराण धन मदन मनोहर गोपी पराण धन मदन मनोहर कालिया दमन विधान कालिया कालिया दमन विधान अमल हरिनाम अमिय विलास अमल हरिनाम अमिय विलास विपिन पुरंदर नवीन नगर बर विपिन विपिन पुरंदर नवीन नगर बर बंसी वदन सुवास बंसी बंसी वदन सुवास बंसी ब्रज जन पालन असुर कुल नासना ब्रज जन पालन असुर कुल नासना नंद गोधन रखवाला नंद गोधन नंद गोधन रखवाला गोविंद माधव नवनीत तस्कर गोविंद गोविंद माधव नवनीत तस्कर सुंदर नंद गोपाला सुंदर सुंदर नंद गोपाला बंसी वदन सुवासा बंसी गोकुल रंजन कान्हा गोकुल रंजन कान्हा गोकुल सुंदर नंद गोपाला सुंदर जमुना तटचरा गोपी बसन हर जमुना तटचर गोपी बसन हर रास रसिक कृपा माया रास रसिक कृपा माया रास श्री राधा वल्लभ वृंदावन नटवर श्री राधा वल्लभ वृंदावन नटवर Bhakati Vinodasraya, Bhakati Vinodasraya, Jasamati Nandana Brajavaranagara, Jasamati Nandana Brajavaranagara, Gokula Ranjana Kanha, Gokula Ranjana Kanha, Bansi Vadana Subhasa, Sundarananda Gopala, Sundarananda Gopala, Gokula Ranjana Kana, Gokula Ranjana Kana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Gopala, Gopala, Nandalala, Gopala. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopal Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopal Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Bola Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopal Jaya Jaya. Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopal Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radha Bola Radha Ramana Hari, Govinda Jaya Jaya. Radhe राधे। राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा रमण। राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे जय राधा मदन मोहन राधा मदन मोहन राधा मदन मोहन राधे निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल प्रभुपाद 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 निताय गौर हरि सीतानाथ प्रेमानंदे लाउडली हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे थैंक्स सो मच जय ओं नित्यला प्रविष्टों विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजाचार्य अष्टोत्तर कृष्ण कृपा श्रीमूर्ति श्री श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ISKCON BBT फाउंडर आचार्य हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस AC भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कह जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन गोप गोपिका श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की जय। श्री श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। श्री श्री नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। नड़ांचल क्षेत्र श्रीक्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा सुदर्शन जीव की जय। श्री श्री निताई गौर सुंदर की जय। अयोध्यापुरी द्वारकापुरी धाम की जय। गंगा मई जमुना मैया की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। तुलसी महारानी की जय। जुगधर्म हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। श्री श्री गौरनिताय राधा मदन मोहन शुभ दर्शन आरती की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद ट्रांसडेंटल गुरु पूजा की जय। गोविंद घोष तिरुभाव महा महोत्सव की जय। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Hare Krishna. The morning Sri Bhagavatam class begin by His Grace Surdas Prabhu. Surdas Prabhu ji ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
भगवान की जय। निताई गौर सुंदर भगवान की, शील प्रभुपाद की, गौर प्रेमानंदे, His Holiness Amivilas Swami Maharaj की जय। राधा माधव कुंज विहारी, जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी, जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी, यशोदनंदना व्रजजानरंजना, यशोदनन्दना व्रजजन रञ्जना यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रजजन रञ्जना यशोदनन्दन व्रजजन रञ्जना यशोदनन्दन व्रजजन रञ्जना यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रजजन रञ्जना यशोदनन्दन व्रजजन रञ्जना यमुनतीरावनचारी यमुनतीरावनचारी Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Haribo Haribo Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radha Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe Jai Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radha Jai Gauranita 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 Jai Gauranita Jai Sita Ram Lakshman Bhakta Hanuman Sita Ram Lakshman Bhakta Hanuman Jai Prabhupada 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 Jai Prabhupada Prabhupada, 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 Gurudev. Jai Vishnupada Paramahansa Stotra Sat His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Liberty Founder Acharya His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Namacharya Haridas Thakur Ki. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपनाथ राधा कुंशांक गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। मथुरा धाम की जय। द्वारका धाम की जय। रामेश्वर बद्रीनाथ धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय। मायापुर नवदीप धाम की जय। गंगा माई जमुना माई की जय। वृंददेव तुलसी महारानी की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories, Shri Guru and Gauranga. Would like to welcome all the devotees this morning for the Srimad Bhagavatam class. Thank you very much. A lot of devotees are missing. Nevertheless, they will catch up with the class of Haigriva Prabhu in the afternoon. So, I was missing for 2 weeks. Yes? Less than 2 weeks because of the demise of Rohini Mataji, who has been a great devotee and she's been serving in Mombasa for whole life to the Rukmani Dwarkadish temple. Sometimes they have gone through the hardships which we cannot even imagine. From plucking flowers to making garlands and seeing that the garlands are put around the neck of Rukmani Dwarkadish. That means doing Brahmanical activities also. So, gone through that hardship and divine service to their lordships, they have entered into that bhava of pure devotional service where they kept on thinking about Krishna till the last moment of their life. And that is the perfection of life. So, not only that, preparing special jewelry for the Lord, seeing that the jewelry is apt for the Lord's wearing. So all these qualities compiled to be a good Vaishnavi. So she left last Ekadashi. Today is Dwadashi, so that's almost about 15 days. So many devotees, so many temples had wonderful memorial days for her. So we also had a memorial day at Juhu. And those of you who came there, I really thank you very much. And we were also instrumental in distributing almost about 1,000 Chaitanya Charitamrita sets on the demise of Rohini Mataji. So with that, we come back to the Bhagavatam, the great scripture for the Rasik devotees. हम में क्वालिटी ऐसी नहीं है हंसों जैसे क्या हम इस अमृत को पढ़ने में सदैव रत रहें, मगर फिर भी प्रभुपाद जी की कृपा से, प्रभुपाद जी के अथक प्रयास से जो भी हम जैसे लोग हैं, जैसे भी हैं, जैसे वैसे भी हैं, हम हैं उनके, प्रभुपाद जी के। अंधे हैं, लगड़े हैं, लूले हैं, मगर हैं प्रभुपाद जी के। और इस भाव के प्रति अगर आप उनकी ओर चलने का प्रयास करोगे तो श्रीमद् भागवतम के उत्तम कथामृत से आपके जीवन का लाभ ही होगा। वो अनर्थ वृत्ति कब होगी, कब आपके जीवन में रुचि होगी, रुचि लगेगी, वो डिस्टेंस बहुत लंबा है, मगर ये सफर तय करना होगा। Isn't it? Sometimes I saw some young boys catching the crows in the villages, and then they used to paint the crows in the white color. And they were finding very different. But then other birds with white feather, they used to come and meet them. But the moment the crow was opening the mouth, then they used to run away. Sometimes it goes like that, like. So, my dear friends, we are all under the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, and we should attempt to learn the Srimad Bhagavatam. In one time we cannot learn it, 2 times, 3 times, we will not be able to learn it. We have to hear it, absorb it, and try to imbibe it. So that's why we'll try to read this. Today's verse is 33, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto number 7, chapter number 9, and verse number 33. Tasseva pur idam nij kala saktya संचोदिता प्रकृति धर्मान आत्मगूढ़ाम अंबासी अनंत सैनाद विरमत समाधे नाभिर अबुत्स्व कनिकवतवन महाभजम तस्यैव ते वपुरिदं निज काल सक्त्या संचोदिता प्रकृति धर्मन आत्मगूढ़ाम संचोदिता प्रकृति धर्मान आत्मगूढ़ाम अंबासी अनंत सैनाद विरमत समाधे नाभिर अबुत्स्व कनिकवत्वान महाभजम नाभिर अबुत्स्व कनिकावत्वान महाभजम तस्यैव ते वपुरिदं निज काल सख्या संचोदिता प्रकृति धर्मन आत्मगूढ़ाम अंबासी अनंत सेनाद विरमत समाधा नाभिर अबुत्स्व कनिकवत्वान महाभजम
देवपूरितबीजकालशक्त्या संशोधित प्रकृतिधर्मणात्मगुणम् अम्बस्य अनन्तसेनाद्विरमत्समाधे नावेरमुत स्वकणिकावटवन्महाब्जम्
तस्यैव देवपूरितं निजकालशक्त्या संशोधित प्रकृतिधर्मण आत्मगूढम् पश्यनन्तसेनागिरमत्समाधे नावेरपुष्पकणिकावटमन्महाभजम्
Mothers, Whatever translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Tasya, of that Supreme Personality of Godhead. Eva, certainly. Te, of you. Vapu, the cosmic body. Idam, this universe. Nijakala Satya, by the potent time factor. Sanchodita, agitated. Prakriti, Dharmana, of him by whom the three gunas or qualities of material nature, Atmaghudam, dormant in yourself, Ambasi, in the water known as causal ocean, Ananta Sayanat, from the bed known as Ananta, another feature of yourself. Viramat Samadhi, having awakened from the Samadhi, yogic trance. Nabhai, from the navel. Abhut, appeared. Sokanika, from the seed. Vattavat, like the great banyan tree. Maha Abhajam, the great lotus of the worlds, has similarly grown. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. This cosmic manifestation, the material world, is also your body. This total lump of matter is agitated by your potent energy known as Kala Shakti, and thus the three modes of the material nature are manifested. You awaken from the bed of Shesha, Ananta, and from your navel a small transcendental seed is generated. It is from this seed that the lotus flower of gigantic universe is manifested, exactly as the banyan tree grows from a small seed. हिंदी वासियों के लिए जिन्हें संपूर्ण रूप से इंग्लिश नहीं आता है, ये विराट भौतिक जगत भी आपका शरीर ही है। पदार्थ का ये पिंड आपकी काल शक्ति द्वारा आंदोलित उत्तेजित होता है और इस तरह प्रकृति के तीनों गुण प्रकट होते हैं। तब आप शेष या अनंत की शैया से जागते हैं और आपकी नाभि से एक छिद्र दिव्य बीज उत्पन्न होता है। इसी बीज से विराट जगत का कमल पुष्प प्रकट होता है। ठीक उसी तरह जिस प्रकार एक छोटे बीज से विशाल वृक्ष उगता है। Kindly repeat the translation, all of you, please. This cosmic manifestation, the material world, is also your body. This total lump of matter is agitated by your potent energy, known as Kala Shakti, and thus the three modes of material nature are manifested. You awaken from the bed of Shesha, Ananta, and from your navel a small transcendental seed is generated. It is from this seed that the lotus flower of gigantic universe is manifested, exactly as a banyan tree grows from a small seed. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. the three different forms of Mahavishnu, namely Karna Dakshaya Vishnu, Garbho Dakshaya Vishnu, and Shira Dakshaya Vishnu, who are origin of creation and maintenance, are gradually being described from Mahavishnu. Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is generated, and from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Kshiradakshaya Vishnu is gradually expands. Thus Mahavishnu is the original cause of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. And from Garbhodakshaya Vishnu comes the lotus flower from which Lord Brahma is manifested. Thus the original cause of everything is Vishnu, and consequently the cosmic manifestation is non-different from Vishnu. This is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita, verse number 10, chapter number 10 and the verse number 8, wherein Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. Garbhodakshaya Vishnu is an expansion of Karna Dakshaya Vishnu, who is an expansion of Shankarsana. In this way, Krishna is ultimately the cause of all causes, Sarvakarana Karanam. The conclusion is that both the material world and the spiritual world are considered to be the body of Supreme Lord. We can understand that the material body is caused by the spiritual body and is therefore an expansion of the spiritual body. Thus, when one takes up spiritual activities, one's entire material body is spiritualized. Similarly, in this material world, when Krishna consciousness movement expands, the entire material world becomes spiritualized. As long as we do not realize this, we live in the material world, but when we are fully Krishna conscious, we live in the material world, but in the spiritual world. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunitam Yenai Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyati Deshitarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauraduse Namo. Namo Brahmana Devaya Go Brahmahitaya Cha Jagatitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namo. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deen Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namusate Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sudadevi Pranamami Hari Priye. Vanchakalpadrubhyasya kripa sindhubheva Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna. Once again, welcome all of you. Those of you who have been lately catching up with the Bhagavatam or not started your Bhagavat studies from your home, from the first canto itself, just want to give you some little thing that is, in the original there were only 4 shlokas of the Bhagavatam, and they were all expanded later on. So the first shloka of the Bhagavatam, Chaturshloki Bhagavatam, which is said, the first Bhagavatam completely emphasizes that what is the role of Krishna? Who is Krishna? We have to go back to the Bhagavatam beginning studies. Whoever is having the mobile, shut it down. Don't create disturbances here. So, we come to know this very important shloka of this Bhagavatam, which is mentioned in the canto number 2 and chapter number 9, and the verse number is 33. So where it is mentioned, this shloka, just by studying the shloka, we'll come to know that Krishna is the Supreme Father. Aham eva sam evagrinanyat yat sad asad param paschad aham yad ekacha yo avasit eta so asmi aham. Who is saying this? ये खुद का स्टैंप है, देवताओं का स्टैंप नहीं है। स्वयं भगवान बोल रहे हैं, मैं कौन हूं? और जिस भी मनुष्य के दिमाग में कुछ भेद है, वो अनफॉर्चुनेटली उसके भेजे में भूसा भरा हुआ है। स्पेशली जो सनातन धर्म के अनुयायी हैं, उनके जीवन में कोई ऐसी आशंका नहीं होनी चाहिए कि सनातन धर्म में कई भगवान हैं, और उनको भी ये समझाने में कोई भेद नहीं रहना चाहिए कि भगवान एक ही है। कृष्णस्तु भगवान स्वयं। इसकी धारणा, इसकी प्रेरणा और इसका स्रोत श्रीमद् भागवतम स्वयं है, भागवत गीता स्वयं है। जो अन्यथा जो इन ग्रंथों को नहीं पढ़ते हैं, तो स्वाभाविक है उनके जीवन में अंधकार समाया हुआ है, और यह अंधकार तभी निकल सकता है। चौथे श्लोक में, चतुर्श्लोकी भागवतम में चौथे श्लोक में दर्शाया जाता है कि यह अंधकार कौन निकाल सकता है? वो गुरु ही निकाल सकता है। और जिस शिष्य ने गुरुता को प्राप्त किया है, जब तक वो अपने जीवन में गुरु की सेवा निष्ठापूर्वक नहीं करता है, भौतिक अहम को परित्याग करते हुए असली अहम को धारण करेगा, तब तक उसके जीवन में आध्यात्मिक जीवन का जो विकास भी हो रहा है वो अल्प रहेगा, वह विस्तृत नहीं होगा। इसलिए यहां पर कृष्ण भगवान बता रहे हैं इस श्लोक में, आई अलोन विद द प्रीवियसली डिस्क्राइब ग्रेट फॉर्म ऑफ अ कवर्ड बॉय। कवर्ड बॉय, भगवान का स्वरूप यहां पर दर्शा रहे हैं, ये ग्वाल बाल जैसे है। और ये ग्वाल बाल कहां रहते हैं? गोलोक धाम में रहते हैं, और ये गोलोक धाम सबसे उत्तम स्थान है जहां पर स्वयं भगवान रहते हैं। इसकी अनुभूति हमें करना होगा। उस सदाचारी गुरु के मुखार बृंद से श्रीमद् भागवतम को सुनना होगा, जिन्होंने अपने जीवन में इस भागवत को चटा है। और वो कैसे? परंपरा से। नहीं तो मायावादी लोग भी कहते हैं अहम ब्रह्मास्मि, मैं भगवान हूं। ऐसी धारणा से आपके आध्यात्मिक जीवन का विकास नहीं हो सकता है, अलबत्ता उस आध्यात्मिक जीवन का हनन हो सकता है। इसलिए हम कभी भगवान नहीं हो सकते। ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिर आदिर गोविंदा सर्व कारण कारणम। क्योंकि हम 7वें स्कंद पे पहुंचे हैं और यहां पर हम प्रहलाद महाराज की प्रार्थना को सुन रहे हैं। प्रहलाद महाराज महाजन है। हम श्लोक को रिसाइट करते हुए महाजन के जैसे नहीं बन सकते, हाँ? मगर ये महाजन की अनुभूति है। और दूसरे महाजन, दूसरे भगवान की अनुभूति हमको पहले ही दर्शा रही है कि अहम एव सम एवाग्रे नान्यत्, मेरे अलावा और कोई नहीं है। हाँ? और मेरे प्यारे भाइयों और बहनों, इस स्तर पे पहुंचने के लिए हमें भौतिक वासनाओं को परित्याग करना होगा। प्रभुपाद जी बोलते हैं जब तक तुम्हारे भेजे में भौतिक वासनाएं या भौतिक ईगो रहेगा तब तक तुम्हारे जीवन में इसका विकास नहीं होगा। श्रील प्रभुपाद जी के लेक्चर में इसके बड़े विस्तृत किया है उन्होंने और बड़े सिंपल तरीके से दर्शाया। बोले सनातन गोस्वामी जब चैतन्य महाप्रभु से मिलने गए तो उन्होंने क्या किया और सनातन गोस्वामी क्या थे? सनातन गोस्वामी मिनिस्टर थे, प्राइम मिनिस्टर, और वो कोई साधारण व्यक्ति नहीं थे। ब्राह्मण कुल में पड़े हुए थे 600-500 साल पहले, हाँ, मिनिस्टर थे। तो कभी कभी हमारे छात्र लोग बीटेक करके आते हैं, बीएड करके आते हैं, डॉक्टर बन के आते हैं, हाँ? तो उनके दिमाग में वही चलता रहता है कि मैं बीटेक हूं, मैं एमकॉम हूं, मैं एमबीए हूं। और इस धारणा के अंतर्गत जो सुसुप्त अवस्था की आध्यात्मिक जीवन का विकास होना चाहिए उससे महरूम रहते हैं। Because why we are emphasizing on the teachings of Chaitanya Charitamrita? Because Lord Krishna, who has manifested as Lord Chaitanya, he is teaching us. He is teaching us how do we execute our devotional service while we are with other crows. How do we have to fly and become swans? If you trample the feathers of the other crows, they will pick you, they will bite you. Because ego is the prime thing which is destructive ego. As long as this destructive ego is not mitigated, constructive ego will not rise. दासो हम श्री राम का। अमी कौन? Sanatana Goswami says, Ami कौन? This is the first question he is asking to the Lord. You tell me, who am I? Where from I have come? What is the goal of my life? So all those people who are endeavoring in Krishna consciousness, they have to know this. Because Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, in the chapter number 2, also is explaining about body and the soul. Huh? Why he is telling? You see, Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna could understand this word that Krishna is a Purusha. Huh? And how it is, Srila Prabhupada ji is explaining this, where from this Purusha word is coming, in what context, and how it is emerging. So Prabhupada ji is, in the previous, it is, in this verse, it is said, especially this Aham Evasa Evagre Sloka, it is says that Sat refers to the punishing the demons and protecting the devotees. He is always enjoying with the devotees. And then what is he saying? Those who should remain within all the worlds after the creation as forms like Shankarshana, Kurma, etc., which act as support of Patal Loka. My expansions like Vilasa forms, Purusha avatars, Guna avatars, Leela avatars, Avesha forms, Prabhava forms, and Padmanabha, Shirodakshai forms, perform everything. But Krishna doesn't perform anything. He's always playing the flute, and he's playing with his devotees in Goloka Dham. He doesn't do anything. They are alone, since there are no difference between me and my expansion, Krishna is telling. He has got so fantastic subordinates to carry out the worldly and cosmic manifestations very, very elaborately and very, very meticulously. So, he says in this verse, I do everything in Goloka. What? I do everything in Goloka. I am not doing all these things. So here, when we are referring to Srila Prabhupada's lecture, we come to know about Prabhupada is explaining to us, don't consider these verses of Srimad Bhagavatam so ordinary. The more you recite, the more you chant, more your ignorance will be dissipated. The more Lord's this wonderful knowledge will be revealed to you. And that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving the highest medicine to the jiva of Kali Yuga. He is saying that chant Hare Krishna. क्या कर? भगवान का नाम ले ले, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे. ये कौन बोल रहा है? स्वयं भगवान बोल रहे हैं, स्वयं चैतन्य महाप्रभु बोल रहे हैं. तुम्हारे जीवन की शुद्धि करने के लिए ये रसायन मैं गोलोक धाम से लाया हूं, अब तू पी ले. इस रसायन को पी ले, क्योंकि तुम इस संसार के संताप में झुलस रहे हो. तुमको मेडिसिन की जरूरत है. तुम अपने आप को आइडेंटिफाई कर रहे हो मूंछ से, दाढ़ी से, कुल से, मराठी हूं, गुजराती हूं, अमेरिकन हूं. मगर इससे थोड़ी पता चलेगा कि तुम भगवान को जान गए हो. प्रभुपाद जी बड़े अच्छा सुंदर एग्जाम्पल दे रहे हैं. अमेरिका से कोई व्यक्ति आ जाएगा, वो बोलेगा कि मैं प्रेसिडेंट हो गया. ऐसा थोड़ी है भाई. इसी तरीके से मायावादी का रेफरेंस दे रहे हैं कि जो लोग मायावादी लोग हैं, वो कृष्ण के अपराधी हैं. वो बोलते हैं अहम ब्रह्मास्मि, जैसे कि वो भगवान हो चुके हैं. और प्रभुपाद जी इसी दृष्टांत को बड़े सरलता से हमको समझा रहे हैं कि कोई अगर अमेरिका से आए, वो बताए कि मैं प्रेसिडेंट हूं, मैं निक्सन हूं, तो ऐसा थोड़ी हो सकता. या बोलेगा कि मैं स्वयं अमेरिका हूं, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता. सो श्रील प्रभुपाद जी बता रहे हैं, बाय dissipating this bodily situation of your life, you have to also refer Bhagavad Gita. where Krishna is explaining to Arjuna. And even a devotee like Arjuna, he is not wanting to fight. He is relating himself with the bodily relationships, that they are all my friends, they are all my relatives, and I'm not going to fight. He was not taking it. And in fact, lately, one small app has been released by Srila Prabhupada ji talking about Mahatma Gandhi. He said that for 30 years, he could not drive Britishers out by this non-violence. But when Subhash Chandra Bose came and executed violence, and they had to run away. And Prabhupada is also saying that Mahatma Gandhi was killed by violence. Though he preached non-violence, but he was killed by violence. So Prabhupada is saying, from the context of the Bhagavad Gita, that this is foolishness. It is foolishness. When you have to use violence, you have to use violence. You cannot shun away from that. And also in that situation, we also say, we try to relate sometimes with the body. But we are not this body. So we have to say, we are actually the spirit soul. So this knowledge was also given to Arjuna. So we have to also understand this knowledge, that we are not this body, we are all part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then only we'll be able to understand who Krishna is in true sense. Prabhupada ji is giving in this Sloka, he's explaining this Vatavan Mahabhajam. This is the last word of the Sloka. So, Abhyam means flower, lotus flower. And yes, so they are in the description of, this is the description of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Karnadakshaya Vishnu, then Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and then Shirodakshaya Vishnu. This is 3 times Vishnu is expanding. Okay? And then, first of all, these forms we have several times explained that, Prabhupada is telling that we have explained what? Krishna is the fountainhead. Krishna's expansion is Balaram. And then we see Chaturvehu, then 4 expansions. Okay? What are they? Shankarshan, Pradyumna, Anirudh, and Vasudeva. Then there is second time expansion. That is from the Vasudeva, of course, but that is coming, these 4 expansions. So Prabhupada is Prabhupada is saying that Arjuna is recognizing Krishna is the Purusha. He is the original Purusha. He is also understanding this. Okay? Then Prabhupada is saying, God is Purusha. God is not female. Female is what? Nature, Prakriti. Okay? Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam, and then Prakriti. Prakriti is always enjoyed. And Purusha is the enjoyer. We fall in not Purusha. Don't identify yourself that you are Purusha. And then you will start thinking about, I am the enjoyer. Actually, enjoyer is only Krishna, actual Purusha. We all fall in Prakriti, whether it is Mataji, whether it is Prabhuji. They are all part of this Prakriti. Now don't be under this false illusion that I am somebody. So Prabhupada ji very much elaborately explains this, and in material energy is not separate from Krishna. This is also Krishna's energy. ये भगवान का ही एनर्जी है. And this भिन्न prakriti means 8 elements. What is that? Bhumir, Ano, ego, correct? Man, buddhi, ahankar. Now Prabhupada is talking about when you get ahankar related with this body, you cannot understand Purusha. But when you have a constructive ahankar, that I am the servant, that is the beginning of your spiritual journey. I am the servant. Das, dasanu, das. But we are always reflecting as if I am the boss, I am the boss, I am the boss. It is said here, Gopir Bharatur Pad Kamalayor Das Dasanu Dasanu Das. 3 times. Das Dasanu Dasanu Das. जैसे हम लोग हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र में पढ़ते हैं, हरे कृष्ण कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. बार बार एम्फसाइज किया जा रहा है कि हरे कृष्ण का महामंत्र जप करो. इसी तरीके से ये भी हमको जपना चाहिए कि मैं दास हूं. दास दासानु दासानु दास. In that mood, you will be able to understand that what is your relationship with Krishna, and you will be able to become successful on the path of spiritual life. Otherwise, it's not possible. So, it is said, so Prabhupada ji is telling in his class that हमारा सबका कर्तव्य है लोगों को बताने के लिए हम क्या हैं? दास हैं. International Society for Krishna Consciousness is propagating that we are the servants of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. And this transcendental knowledge is coming not from our minds, it is coming from Bhagavat, it is coming from Bhagavad Gita. It's not speculation. It is Krishna explaining, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself explaining the constitutional position of a jiva. Jiver Swarup hoy Krishner Nitya Das. But under the pretext of this false ego, he cannot understand, he cannot identify, he cannot execute devotional service unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this ignorance, which has been generated since through many lifetimes, can have a chance now in the human form of a life to come in association of the Vaishnavas and come to that constitutional position naturally. And without the intervention of the Vaishnavas, without the intervention of a transcendentalist, you cannot dissipate this ignorance within yourself. The best benediction for all of us is that the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu manifested 500 years back, and he is teaching us very, very nicely that how you can dissipate this ignorance which has been generated in your time as human being or whatever yonis you have come, now you have come into the human form. This is the best chance for you to dissipate this ignorance. So come in association with the devotees, chant the holy name of the Lord, and progress steadily on the path of spiritual life. Furthermore, it is said, whole world is identifying themselves with the body, nothing else. Even the congregation of the nations is only propagating that we are this body. So it is better to bomb that consciousness, which may be nationwide. So it is the purpose of every devotee, which Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said 500 years back. We have to chant this holy name in all the cities and villages of the world. That is how this world can be made a better place, a better livable place. And then this knowledge will be naturally seeping in them, whereby they can understand the word of this, how Lord is expanding from Mahavishnu to all the other Vishnus, and this whole material manifestation gets manifested and they can understand. Otherwise, no, even scientists cannot explain this to us, as Prahlad Maharaj is telling us in the Sloka, that it has been explained just like the seed. In the previous verse, it is just like the seed manifests into a vatavraksha. उस छोटे से वटवृक्ष के बीज में पूरा वटवृक्ष है. इसी तरीके से हम समझ सकते हैं कि भगवान कैसे इस कॉस्मिक मैनिफेस्टेशन का विस्तार करते हैं. मगर ये स्वयं भगवान करते हैं, सीड से उसको विस्तार करते हैं. और जब अनहाइलेशन भी होता है तो सब कुछ उनमें विलीन हो जाता है, और फिर पुनः भगवान उस लंप को, उस एक छोटे से बीज को, जिस तरीके से वो एक विराट पेड़ बनाते हैं, इसी तरीके से जो तत्व है उसको एक्सपैंड करके कैसे ये कॉस्मिक क्रिएशन करते हैं. तो भक्त के जीवन में ये समझना असंभव नहीं है. आपने एक दफा एक दृष्टांत सुना होगा कि एक कॉबलर थे और ब्राह्मण थे. करेक्ट? तो एक व्यक्ति गया उनके पास में. अच्छा, नारद जी गए थे, मैंने सोचा शायद आप गए थे. तो नारद जी ने कॉबलर से पूछा. क्या पूछा? बताइए भाई. ओके, वेरी गुड. फिर हाँ, फिर वो कहां चले गए? नारद जी कहां गए? और फिर वापस आ गए. तो उन्होंने पूछा, कॉबलर ने क्या पूछा? भगवान क्या कर रहे थे? तो उन्होंने बोला कि वो सुई के छेद में से हाथी को पार कर रहे थे. बोला, ये संभव है? भगवान कुछ भी कर सकते. करेक्ट? मगर फिर ब्राह्मण के पास गए तो उनसे पूछा, तो उन्होंने क्या जवाब दिया? आप जा ही नहीं सकते. क्या बोल रहे हो? कहां से आए हो आप? क्या सुई के छेद में से हाथी निकल सकता है? ये तो संभव नहीं. तो यही हालत है इस वक्त साइंटिस्ट का, और जो भौतिक यूनिवर्सिटीज में पढ़ के आते हैं उनके भेजे में आध्यात्मिक जीवन के विषय का विस्तार नहीं जा पाता, इसलिए वो वैसे के वैसे ही रहते हैं. प्रभुपाद जी कहते हैं वो हमेशा इस भौतिक संसार के चपेटों में रहते हैं, कभी चींटी, कभी हाथी, कभी मेंढक, कभी शेर, ऐसे ही प्रकार की योनियों में फिरते रहते हैं. मगर जब हम आध्यात्मिक जीवन का विकास चाहते हैं तो हमारा कर्तव्य है कि हम वैष्णवों की संगति करें, आध्यात्मिक जीवन की ग्रंथ पढ़ें, भक्तों के मुखार वृंद से सुने, जो सभी प्रकार के अशुद्धियों से परे हों. कभी कभी हमें अपने भौतिक विकास की बड़ी लालसा रहती है. इस भौतिक विकास की लालसा के लिए हम सब चीज को रिलेट करते, ये मेरा 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 है। माता पिता भी ये रिलेट करते कि ये मेरे बच्चे हैं, इनका क्या होगा, क्योंकि ये सब अंडरस्टैंडिंग ही कहीं ना कहीं गलत हो चुकी, क्योंकि हमारे जीवन में भक्ति संपूर्ण से नहीं है। और जिस दिन भक्ति आ जाती है उस दिन हम संपूर्ण रूप से शरणागत होके समझ जाते हैं कि वास्तविकता में हम सभी अपने कर्मों से बंधे हैं। अगर इन कर्मों से हम ऊपर नहीं उठेंगे, भक्ति में नहीं आएंगे, तब तक ये कर्म बंधन छूटेगा नहीं। So for that purpose we have to implement spiritual code of conduct in our lives and help ourselves to become better devotees. So my dear friends, to become wonderful devotee or to study or all these scriptures, it's very, very difficult. Even if you have studied the scriptures, still your mind can completely play a havoc sometimes. And you can somersault again back to this material world, because you can refute sometimes, you can refute the acharyas, you can refute your surroundings, you can do any nonsense anytime. So never feel very puffed up, even if you have scriptured some scriptures or if you are chanting very nicely. Become humble. This humbleness will always pay us good dividends. And these good dividends are that we will be able to understand the transcendental literature very, very nicely. And when we understand these transcendental nature naturally, then we will also become more and more humble, more and more, submissive, and we'll try to purify our existence, by executing devotional service. And the prime benediction in this Kali Yuga is, which is easily obtainable. Unless we don't want to do it, it is easily obtainable by the most heinous, most corrupt, most deceit, and most debauchees. And what is that? Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is profusely giving us this holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. So when we are chanting this, we see that slowly we can understand Bhagavad Gita also. We can understand Bhagavatam also. We can understand Chaitanya Charitamrita also. My dear friends, when we came to Krishna consciousness in the initial stage, तो हमको ऐसे लग रहा था ये ढाई अक्षर जो है भैंस बराबर। मगर हम लोग सोच रहे, अरे हमने ब्राह्मण कुल में जन्म लिया है, हम तो ब्राह्मण हैं, मगर हमको ग्रंथ मालूम नहीं थे। है कि नहीं जगत कृष्ण प्रभु? फिर प्रभु किसी ने बोला, भागवत गीता पढ़ा है क्या? आजकल बहुत अच्छा ऐप भी लिखते हैं, है? वो धोती पहन के आ गए और हमको सिखा गए कि फटा क्या बोलते हैं आजकल, बड़े अच्छे ये सब निकलते हैं। They came wearing the dhotis and taught us how to shun away these torn jeans. They came with the saris and made us to give up this bell bottoms and jeans. So this is called Sangha. So we Indians have to wake up, my dear friends. We are trying to become more and more westernized. But Western people are becoming frustrated. They want to follow Sanatana Dharma very, very nicely. That's why they are very ecstatically chanting the holy name on the streets of Europe, America, all these places. and we're still feeling shy. So please take up to Krishna consciousness very seriously and make your life and make your whole family happy. Because when you associate with this holy name, then everything will be revealed to you. Whether it is Bhagavad Gita, whether it is Bhagavatam, you can understand. नहीं तो गर्भोदक्षाय क्या है, महाविष्णु क्या है, ब्रह्मा जी क्या है, शिव जी क्या है, जब कुछ समझ नहीं आता तो मुंह से बोल देते हैं माइथोलॉजी है. हाँ? Because ये सब West, क्या बोलते हैं, Britishers, rascals came and say that ये पूरा माइथोलॉजी है. हम लोग भी अपने ग्रंथों को माइथोलॉजी कहने लगे. Myth beyond the materialistic brains. But first of all, you transform this materialistic brains to spiritualize it. And Lord is giving us a good praloban. He is giving you the best suggestion. Engage your mind in the service of me. Manmana mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskaru. He is telling you to chant the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama. So he is not telling you to go to the Himalayas to become yogi. He is saying wherever you are, you chant the holy name of the Lord, you will become Mahayogi. Mahayogi means one who has already connected with Krishna. Yogis cannot connect with Krishna. They are connecting with they are trying to connect with the effulgence. Mahayogi means one who is connecting himself with Krishna. He is a devotee. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So I would like to stop here. Any questions or any comments? Oh yes. Govind Ghosh disappearance, yes. He is a wonderful associate. Who has read? Who has read Chaitanya Charitamrit? You will come to know about Govind Ghosh. Yes, Prabhuji, bataiye. Yes. Yes. Vasukosh, Gopinath, and Govinda. These were three brothers. They were staying in one of the dweeps of Navadipa. Agradeep, yes. Yes. अरे ये लोग सब गृहस्थ लोग तालियां बजा रहे हैं. Can you imagine? Okay. That means Gopinath, Govind Ghosh was also sculptor. Govind Ghosh was also a sculptor. Saman, okay, okay. Why don't you take this microphone? Yeah, it is good. Explain it very nicely.
धन्यवाद प्रभु जी मुझे अवसर दिए बोलने के लिए। या तो फिर वो उनके एक पुत्र हुआ, उनका नाम भी रखे थे गोपीनाथ। तो वो पुत्र की जितनी ये भक्ति की प्रति दिन पर दिन सब बढ़ते गया प्रीति, तो गोविंद घोष का भी प्रेम अपने पुत्र के प्रति बढ़ते गया। तो ऐसे बहुत छोटे थे तो उन्होंने बहुत सारी स्तुतियां भगवान के सामने बोलने लगे। तो इसको सुनकर कि गोविंद घोष रोने लगे, अरे मेरी पुत्र इतनी प्रेम करता है भगवान से। तो अगले दिन उनके पुत्र का मृत्यु हो गया। तो फिर उनका मन इतनी दुख हो गया क्योंकि एक ही पुत्र था और उसकी मृत्यु हो गया। तो वो गोपीनाथ की सेवा नहीं की। तो एक दिन गया, दूसरे दिन गया और उपवास भी रहे। तो फिर तीसरे दिन वो रात को भगवान गोपीनाथ जी गए और कहे कि देखो गोविंद, तुम मुझे 3 दिन भूखा रख दिए, मेरी पूजा नहीं कर रहे हो, तो कैसे पूजक हो, क्या दुख है? कहता प्रभु आप मेरे पुत्र को मार दिए, एक ही पुत्र ही मिला था और इसके बिना मैं कैसे जी सकता हूँ। तो गोपीनाथ ने कहे कि आप जब गृहस्थ बनने के पहले रो रहे थे, कहते नहीं मैं आपकी सेवा से वंचित हो गया, आपको सेवा मिला था और पुत्र का वियोग हो गया, आप सेवा छोड़ दिए। कहते प्रभु ये कैसे है, आप देखिए मैं विवाह जीवन बिताया, गृहस्थ का धर्म है कि पुत्र यदि प्राप्त होता है तो पिंडदान करता है, परंतु मेरे पिंडदान कौन करेगा, मेरे उद्धार कैसे होगा, मैं गृहस्थ हूँ। तो भगवान ने कहा अरे तुम इतनी चिंता कर रहे हो, मैं तुम्हारा पुत्र बन जाऊंगा और मैं ही तुम्हारा पिंडदान करूंगा। तो आज के दिन अग्रदीप में एक बहुत बड़ा फेस्टिवल होता है और ठाकुर जी स्वयं गोपीनाथ जी अपने बाल निकाल देते हैं और 10 दिन तक ऐसे 2 स्थान हैं, एक जगह वो रहते हैं लेकिन इस समय वो गंगा की तट पर जो मंदिर है वहीं पर रहेंगी और ये सेलिब्रेशन होगा। और भगवान भी को लेके सब पुजारी लोग जाते हैं, वो सेविंग करते हैं और अपने पितृश्राद्ध भी अपने हाथ में करते हैं। ऐसे गोपीनाथ मूर्ति को रखते हैं और ऐसे बहुत सारे वैष्णव, जैसे पानीहाटी में चूड़ादही फेस्टिवल होता है, तो अग्रदीप में आज के दिन इतनी बड़े फेस्टिवल हैं, जितनी लोग आते हैं तो सबको प्रसाद मिलता है, बहुत वेराइटीज प्रसाद। तो आज के दिन ये है गोविंद घोष का तिरुभाव तिथि है और गोपीनाथ जी अपने पिता की श्राद्ध आज के दिन करते हैं हर साल। गोविंद घोष की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, सूरदास प्रभु की जय।
In such a manner that we can serve Krishna with lots of devotion. And when you serve the Lord without any motive, then Krishna can give you lots of spiritual happiness that can be generated beyond your material relationships. Because once you understand that you are actually the servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so He can also do wonderful, nice leelas. भगवान जो है अपने भक्तों के साथ में विभिन्न प्रकार की लीला भी करते हैं। जैसे ब्रज में भगवान अपने बाल सखाओं के साथ में विभिन्न प्रकार की लीलाएं करते हैं, इसी तरीके से जो उनके असली सखा भक्त होते हैं उनके साथ भी लीला करते हैं। आज ये गोविंद घोष जी का जो ये सुंदर आप लीला सुने, तो इट्स ओनली पॉसिबल व्हेन कृष्ण लव्स यू, and when you have a complete unflinching faith in the Lord, at the time when if you lose anything or you find anything, Srila Prabhupada ji talks about this important point here in this verse, today's verse, that when you are becoming completely Krishna consciousness, then at the time, whatever you have, that also belongs to Krishna. And whether it is material or whatever you have spiritual, that also belongs to Krishna. Nothing is yours. This complete understanding will make you a transcendentalist. Nor this body, nor the possessions of the material body are mine. Everything belongs to Krishna, because Krishna is the absolute and Krishna owns everything. He is the actual owner of everything. So once we understand that, then you will not be indulging in your own sense gratification. You will not be indulging your time in self-procreation, or you will not indulge into also procure more for your own sense gratification. You will execute devotional service all the time. And that gives you the bliss. That gives you Krishna consciousness. That gives you Ananda. You see? That Ananda is beyond this material world. And those people who are those devotees who execute devotional service like this, they are always in Ananda. As Prabhupada ji culminates the lecture here of this verse, he culminates that they're always blissful. Even if they are in the material world, but they are actually what? They are already in the spiritual world. For them, it is not a material world. For them, it is spiritual world, because both the worlds belong to Krishna. Only thing is, what we have to do is, we have to become Krishna conscious. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Any questions, any comments, any additions by scholars like our Haigriva Prabhu and our Vaishnavangri Prabhu and all the brahmacharis, Sita Mohan Prabhu, Samved Prabhu, and so many other Prabhu. Oh, Jagat Krishna Prabhu. Yes, Prabhuji. He has got one question. Oh, yes, that's an announcement, not question.
Last line of this sloka.
Yeah.
Exactly like Bhakti Rasamrita Chaudhary said, no? Yes, Hare Dasya, Karmana Manasarya.
Ah, yes.
Also Jivan Nishpatya. Staying here also, if the consciousness is
Of Goloka. Happy place, yes. Yeah. Otherwise, for deceiters, cheaters, this is a place, Kharghar. For them it is Kuntha. For them it is suffering. But for a devotee, it's Ananda, because he is seeing everything related with Krishna. Krishna, yes. Yes, Sita Mohan Prabhu, yes. तो प्रभुपाद जी बता रहे हैं कि देखिए, भिन्न प्रकृति मतलब क्या है? वो भगवान से अलग है, एनर्जी है, वहां पर माया का शब्द इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं प्रभुपाद जी. माया मीन्स जो नहीं है, विच इज though everything belongs to Krishna, but out there you see material world, people are enjoying everything for their own sense gratification. That's why the effect of Maya is too much. But this is all belonging to Krishna. Whoever is there, whether he is staying in the ashram, this, that, it's all activities related to Krishna consciousness. Chanting, dancing, japa, feasting, everything related to Krishna. So that gives us, actually we become very, very happy. That's why these are all embassies. Prabhupada ji said these temples are not just simply temples, because they are embassies. They are going to connect you with Krishna, or they are going to tell you about Krishna. So people have to come. Sometimes pseudo-religionists will say, even sometimes, I would not like to name such devotees here at this moment. They say, "Arey, mandir वगैरह जाने की क्या ज़रूरत है? मन तो मंदिर है." And with the result, slowly, this type of consciousness drives them away from the temple, and they die in seclusion, and they die without Krishna consciousness. There is nobody to even take care, to put even a drop of water in their mouth at the last time. So, yes, Hagireva Prabhu. Huh? Yes. 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 Yes, that example is there, yes. Though it is coming from the body itself, but we are, keeping ourselves clean. So that is why the jiva doesn't want to get lipped with this maya sansar. You see? He understands that this maya sansar also belongs to him, but he doesn't want to get entangled in this maya sansar. Is it correct, Haigreva Prabhu? Yes. Over there is Rukmani Dwarkadish. Yes, they. Yes. Of course, Srila Prabhupada left in 1977, so many people could not take initiation. I came in 1978, so we just could not take initiation. Some people have not taken initiation. But some people have not taken initiation, but they are more advanced than those who have taken initiation. It depends upon your consciousness, how you want to dedicate your life to the teachings, preachings, and methodology of Krishna consciousness. I don't feel that I am separated from Prabhupada. I don't feel anything like that. Because I feel that we are executing the will of Prabhupada very nicely. Sometimes people will become saturated with this word that I am Prabhupada disciple, but they will not do what they have to do. That's why this Prabhupada ji said that this movement will continue to reign for almost about 10,000 years. So they are not going to be there all the time. But it is the verdict of the great Acharya who says that this movement will be there for 10,000 years. Who are going to carry? Prabhupada Nugas. Those who have an unflinching faith in the words of Bhagavatam and the teachings of Srila Prabhupada, and they will remain pure like that. And purity is force. It is not important how you are leading to Vapu. It is more important how you are carrying the Vani. Either in your consciousness or in your activities, that will give you Sangha. Bhagavatam is written by Vyasadeva. Have you seen Vyasadeva? Have I seen Vyasadeva? I may have gone to Badrinath in Vyasa Gufa. That doesn't mean that I have seen Vyasadeva. But I am reading the Vyasa literature. I am reading the Bhagavatam, Amala Puran, given by Vyasadeva, literary incarnation of Kunda. So I have in my consciousness that upper lobe always glorifying Vyasadeva, what a work he has done. And if you have, it's the same things about devotional service. Lord has manifested in the, Vigraha form. Till you don't pour your complete heart to seva, swadhyay, and many other things, study, you cannot feel Krishna. Purification is very, very important. He has manifested because of the mercy of an Acharya. Now you have to see, we all have to put in devotional service so intensely that we can purify our existence. And Krishna says it's only devotional service. Chaturthi shlokas kya? It is only devotional service. All these 4 shlokas are next time I will go to speak about the next verse. Okay? These 4 shlokas are all talking about getting absolute knowledge and getting this absolute knowledge from an transcendentalist guru. And when you render devotional service to that guru, the knowledge will be revealed automatically. Otherwise, it is beyond the khopri of material world. That's what is, all these 4 shlokas are emphasizing that only. चौथा श्लोक है गुरु, इस जीवन में गुरु के आश्रय में कितना कितना जल्दी जाना है, देर नहीं करना. Any more questions? Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhuji, please. You have not said anything. I cannot find whether you have contradicted or not. Yes. We all need to know more and more and more. Ye dil mange more. But whether it is bhautik or adhyatmik, we don't know. Yes, please put your question. Huh? Yes. You see, he is saying that I have heard one Swamiji, he has heard, and he has said that we are also Purusha. And in what context he must have given an answer, we may not have known it completely, but when we are executing devotional service, we transcend all these things. We go where? भगवत भक्ति को करते करते हम कहां जाते हैं? हैं? क्या हुआ? हम भगवत धाम जाते हैं, गुरु भी भगवत धाम जाते हैं और हम भी भगवत धाम जाते हैं. तो हम किसी भी स्थिति में हम पुरुष नहीं बन सकते. हम पुरुष के सानिध्य में जा सकते हैं. This is what I can say. If you have any other, yes, Prabhuji.
Very simple. We are all Kshara Purusha. And spiritual words are Akshara Purusha. The Lord is Purushottam. So we are also Purusha, but Kshara Purusha. Fallen, bound to fall. Kshara Purusha. Those who are liberated, they are Akshara Purusha. And above these two is Purushottam. So he said, I am Purusha, because he is final.
Okay? You got some clear answers? Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we like to say to all of you that Prabhu's on 22nd is our annual festival. So on 22nd is our 14th anniversary. We'd like to humbly beg all the Prabhus then become wonderful servants of Radha Madan Mohanji, execute that you are the best servants of Radha Madan Mohanji, because there will be so many devotees coming from all the temples, and we will be having a wonderful, senior Vaishnavas coming here. So be in a mood to serve and not to enjoy. So on that day you serve all those devotees who are coming from all the temples here. And here, senior Vaishnavas, we are little sad. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj is not going to join this 14th anniversary because his health is not permitting. But there are, we will make him to speak something at the time after the Abhishek online. We'll try to set up that thing so that he can get us blessings. But there are also other Vaishnavas coming here who can give us more and more association. And on that day, all of you should come Mangalarti. I'm sure the leaders will be here at 4:30. Ram Krishna Prabhu, correct? 3:30, okay. So all of you should come at 3:30, hoping that you will come at 3:30 in the morning at Mangalarti. How many people are going to come at 3:30? Jai Ho, Jai Ho, Jai Ho, Jai Ho. Thank you very much. So on that day, we'll have a wonderful Mangalarti led by, Devkinandan Prabhu. Then Bhagavatam class on that day will be given by His Grace Bhima Prabhu. And some sannyasis will lead, Tulsi Aarati. Some sannyasis will do Tulsi Aarati. Some sannyasis will sing Guru Puja. So take this nectar of Krishna consciousness from them on the festival. Then we'll have a Maha Abhishek at 11 o'clock. And then by 1 o'clock, there'll be a special address. And then 2 o'clock, there'll be a special feast for all the people. And all the festival committee members are planning everything. I just wanted to tell you well in advance that, on the new Brahmachari class, Brahmachari Prasadam room is only for Brahmacharis, visiting Brahmacharis and everything. Okay? And then we have a special, Anand Vrindavan Hall that has been kept for all our, festival committee members, divine donors, elite donors, and some more donors who are there, so that they will take prasadam there. And then we have a museum area where all our patrons are going to take prasadam. And there is also another area we have created where all the congregational devotees will take prasadam. So there will be 4 or 5 places on that day so that we can facilitate the visiting devotees to have a wonderful hospitality from this temple. So please follow these rules and regulations. On that day when you come, see that there will be all different booths set up, reception booths set up. From these booths, there will be a prasadam, coupons given to congregational devotees, life members, special donors, brahmacharis. So you all become the guides to the visiting devotees here. So some may not know where is our brahmachari prasadam hall. So all of you should guide them. Not that you go there and eat, because nobody is going to allow you there. Only brahmacharis will be coming. Okay? So like that, this facilitation is kept there, for this seva. And on that day, those who are wonderful kirtaniyas, they will lead a wonderful, Anit Prabhu is going to lead a wonderful kirtan. Haridas Prabhu is going to lead a kirtan, wonderful. All of you should have a wonderful kirtan here. And so many things. We could have done more elaborate, but I just wanted to humbly request you that we have to complete this project this year. We have promised that His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj that we are going to complete this project this year. So it needs help we need help from everybody. It cannot be done individually, and a lot of things are happening, but we need more help from all of you. And let us accomplish this project in the Vijayadashmi time, and we just become the ambassadors of this embassy and keep on talking about this project and keep on helping us. Okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Thank you very much.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.